We can go back in history, go back in time. Do you believe in time travel, mister? We can go back and ask if you want to do that.
I don't believe in Canada. I don't believe. What do you mean you lost your baby? How does that?
I'm calling CPS on you.
Yeah, exactly. Why is this my problem?
Why is Teddy Ruxpins saying these things to me?
So
why is he calling me a friend? I don't know him.
He's presumptuous. Welcome to Hella Foggy, a podcast about the Bay Area.
He's Greg, and I'm Wayne.
We're two Bay Area natives from both sides of the bay.
Our podcast gets a little ranty,
A little sentimental.
sometimes informative.
Yeah, but mostly pointless.
Basically, it's just us trying to make sense of this weird place we love and call home.
So don't get pulled over in Golden Gate Park.
And enjoy Hella Foggy. All right.
All right.
Ooh, that's spooky, Greg.
It is spooky. It's a spooky voice
That is a very spooky.
because we're doing a Halloween episode in May. And it's upsetting the ghosts.
I guess it's 6 months from Halloween, so it's not we're at the half yearly break.
That doesn't make any sense, though.
No, it doesn't. Right.
Why are we doing a Halloween episode?
No, we're not making a Halloween. We're not talking about Halloween.
But shouldn't we do this at Halloween?
I don't know. We might not make it to Halloween, Greg. Let's just say that.
Oh, the ghosts are going to cancel the podcast.
So if you like the podcast, please like and subscribe more. Tell a friend.
So the ghosts don't get you.
Hey, we don't have a lot of takebacks this week. I guess we nailed it in terms of our memories, but we did get a nice little letter from your friend Chris.
Well, I got a phone. I did more than a letter. I got a phone call.
Oh, wow. So, okay. Tell me about it.
Well, so Chris is somebody I grew up with, and his comment was he was in LA during the 90s, the entirety of the 90s, so he didn't experience it. So it was interesting for him to hear what was going on here in the Bay Area.
Cool. Nice. So we were able to give him a little peek into what he missed out on.
Oh, yes. He was very jealous because our description was so wonderful.
Yeah. I wonder what experiencing the 90s in LA was. Actually, I don't care. I'm sure it was great. That's nice of him to at least acknowledge he got a little something out of it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. You know what's really bumming me out right now?
That it's not Halloween and it's May and we're going to do an episode about ghosts. That's bumming me out.
Well, what's bumming me out right now, and by the time this episode comes out, I'm hoping things have changed. And I'll do everything to sort of make it change. But the Giants baseball team, they're on a 6-game losing streak, which really sucks. In the 80s, there was a movie called Major League. Wasn't based in San Francisco, obviously, but it was about the Cleveland Indians. Yeah. And there was a scene in the movie where one of the players sacrificed a chicken. And that was
Charlie Sheen was in that.
Yeah,
right?
Charlie Sheen, yeah. Wild Thing.
And Corbin Burnson, I think.
It's funny, I remember when I was coaching my daughter's softball team, we went on like a 4-game losing streak. So I used one of our rubber chickens that I had from the Barry Bonds days, and we sacrificed that. It worked.
So baseball has that thing, like the weird... I mean, I guess all sports have the lucky jerseys and all that nonsense, but baseball, for whatever reason.
Yeah, don't wash your jersey. Yeah, like all that stuff.
Learn how to play baseball, little things. Little mystical things like don't suck.
Yeah.
That's another one.
That's a good one.
Learn the rules of baseball. That's another one.
Hey, do you have any other superstitions that you've done in the past?
Yeah, I've never really been a superstitious person.
No?
No. No, I can't think. I can't think of a one.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Maybe that's my problem. I'm not superstitious enough.
I remember holding my breath in a lot of the tunnels in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
You know, like especially the Broadway tunnel going from Chinatown to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the one that is in the Richmond going towards the Golden Gate Bridge. There's that one. For some reason, I don't even know where that superstition or that ritual came from. Used to do that all the time.
Why?
Like hold your breath when you're going across across the Bay Bridge, even like when you go through
Jeez, that's
Treasure Island.
that's
Not the entire Bay Bridge, just the tunnel.
yeah. Hope there's not traffic
Right?
because you'll
Bumper
die.
to bumper. People are passed out from from holding their breath.
I mean, I would do that, but I didn't associate that with weird things happening, mystical, supernatural things.
We can probably look into that. I don't know if this is supernatural. A friend of mine is part Czech, and
Yeah.
she celebrates this holiday. It's to welcome the beginning of spring.
No.
I can't pronounce it. I'm going to try right now, and I'm going to pretty much mutilate it. Charodajnich. Something like that. It's essentially the witch burning holiday, which basically they burn an effigy of a witch to welcome spring.
Karogenice.
Is that how you say it?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Okay.
Karogenice.
All right. Well, my friend can correct us, hopefully.
So does your friend antagonize older women that live by themselves?
It's weird. It's like a very archaic, it goes...
Is it archaic though?
Maybe not.
I think it's very modern.
I think women get they do get the short end of the stick a lot. But recently, a couple years ago, it was too windy to burn the witch, and we didn't end up burning it, right? And so about an hour later, I hit my head and I got concussed. So immediately we found a way to burn a witch. I don't know if it's true or not. Who knows?
No, it's not true. It's not. We don't have to pretend. It's not true.
Well, see, this is being a very, anti-superstition guy.
I'm living in the world as it is. I'm living. I don't know what to say, Wayne.
Ever since I burned that witch effigy, like it was the first and last time I got concussed.
This is why you like sports.
Yes.
Because you believe in weird narratives that...
Yeah, I wear special socks during a 49ers game. Like I do weird stuff.
Oh, God.
Yeah, like we were saying, women get the short end of the stick all the time.
Yeah.
But it's strange, like these urban legends, there's a lot of like ghost stories that revolve around female ghosts as well.
Right.
I was going to bring up a couple that are based in the Bay Area.
Do you believe in ghosts, Wayne?
I did when I was a kid. I think everybody does as a kid.
No, never did.
Oh, geez. Well,
never did.
Everybody except for Greg, maybe. God, my cousins used to torment me. I had this one cousin that did the whole Bloody Mary story where you say Bloody Mary in front of a mirror, like at the stroke of midnight, like 12 times or something.
Yeah.
And then something's supposed to appear. And the problem is the house that I grew up in, we had a grandfather clock.
Now, those are, I'll be honest, grandfather clocks give me the heebie-jeebies.
Right? It's like
just the sound. Boom, 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 boom. I don't like that.
Oh, yeah. And it's like it's midnight, right? And then you hear the bong, bong, bong. And then it's like, and you can't not think Bloody Mary when you're hearing that as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was that. God, listening to Thriller on the radio, I would freak out at the end of Thriller when Vincent Price would come on.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. I was a little fraidy cat, I guess, growing up.
Yeah, because you got scared of AM radio. Oh, no. Michael
Vincent
Jackson.
Price.
Well, in retrospect, maybe that was the way to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to start off on the peninsula a little bit.
All right.
There's, in Moss Beach,
Yeah.
there's a restaurant called Moss Beach Distillery.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a ghost story associated with that restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
It was a speakeasy called Frank's Place back in the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was a spot, like where politicians and film stars would go to, and what do you call it? Canadian rum runners would sort of...
Why would Canadian rum runners come to San Francisco?
Because they're trying to offload some of their goods.
So they travel...
But so it's not San Francisco, right? It's
presumably from Vancouver. They're going to bypass Seattle, and
they probably had
and the entire state of they're going to go all the way to San Francisco, like an overnight a couple overnights.
We can go back in history, go back in time. Do you believe in time travel, mister? We can go back and ask if you want to do that.
I don't believe in Canada. I don't believe. So I don't know, the like Canadian rum roars wouldn't. Also, like San Francisco pretty much ignored prohibition. Like seriously,
maybe this is why they went down into the peninsula, because maybe the peninsula was a little stricter. Well, the story is that there was a speakeasy in Moss Beach. Okay,
yeah,
and there used to be a woman that would frequent this speakeasy and was infatuated by this piano player that would entertain the folks, right?
Was like the piano player Canadian? Did he play Alouette?
It was Drake. No.
Drake playing Alouette.
Yes.
Okay.
And the story is, I guess they had an affair. She was married.
Oh.
At some point, they went down to the beach and somebody had attacked them, killed her. He survived. He was beat up, but he survived. And she now haunts that restaurant still, looking for her beau.
Okay.
So there's that, right? There's something.
How does she manifest, this poor lady?
She does little. I can read some of this. Let's see. Many strange events have been documented since. So there's been strange events at the distillery, like mysterious phone calls from no one. I guess there's no caller ID.
Ooh, crank calls. Ooh,
levitating checkbooks.
No, there's not any levitating anything. There's weird noises or people misplace their keys, and it's like, oh, the ghost.
Locked rooms from the inside. Women diners losing earrings. One earring.
Ooh, where is my bow? I don't know, but I'll take this lady's earring. Ooh,
how about this one? Date tampering on computers. That was Y2K, basically.
Y2K. I am from the 20s. I don't know what a computer is. And I'm looking for my boyfriend, but instead I'll change the date on a computer.
So, yeah, if you want your phone or your earring lost or something tampered with, go to the Moss Beach Distillery.
Ooh, it sounds so, I don't know. It sounds very scary.
Well, scary. There's actually a scary one, I think. It's scary because there's been instances where... So Pacheco Pass, my wife actually brought this one up. Pacheco Pass down between Gilroy and Los Banos is a pretty boring stretch of road, but it can be pretty dangerous if you're not
boredom. Woo! Sorry, I'll stop.
But there's been instances where some drivers have either noticed or seen or ripped like a ghostly hitchhiker off on the road. And there was one instance, or maybe several, that a truck driver would look to the side and a ghost of a woman would be sitting in the passenger seat and screaming.
Large March. It's Large March. I've just never understood what ghosts are supposed to be. Like, I don't...
But yeah, there's the Pacheco Pass ghost. Yeah. There's also been reports of seeing Victorian women on a phantom stagecoach.
What? So how is a stagecoach a ghost?
I don't know. Maybe you can see through it. Have you never seen Scooby-Doo?
And then how are they? How do we know they're Victorian women? Are there clothes ghosts too?
No.
See how this falls apart consistently?
I don't know. Those are just stories that people have concocted over the years.
They're all very... I'm so scared right now.
There's one that reports time distortion. On the drivers have reported incidents where the scenic, windy journey seems to take only a few minutes instead of over an hour, or conversely, feels endlessly long.
Okay.
Time distortion.
All right.
Oh, and then there's some ghostly lights and phantoms that have been seen over the San Luis Reservoir. Maybe they're aliens. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a better explanation. Just aliens and ghosts everywhere.
Okay, these are some of these tertiary ghosts, right? The one that I grew up sort of knowing and maybe even experiencing in some kind of way was the White Lady of Stowe Lake.
Oh, racist. Okay.
Sorry. Okay. Why don't I say it this way? The Lady in White of Stowe Lake.
The Caucasian Lady of Stowe Lake.
All right. Have you heard this story before?
You have mentioned it, but I hadn't. I think I've only been to Stowe Lake like twice.
So Stowe Lake is, for those who don't know, it's in the middle of Golden Gate Park. And Golden Gate Park is this just huge, like, preserve and wood. I don't know. Is it considered a forest?
Golden Gate Park?
Yeah.
I don't know that it would be considered a forest because it's artificial. That's all reclaimed land. That's not.
Yeah. It's all like beach land. Like it was like half of San Francisco was beach before.
Yeah.
But it extends from somewhere near the middle where the panhandle is all the way across down to the ocean.
Right.
So there's a lot of like little ponds and lakes inside it. There's, areas where there's, like we talked about the bison paddock.
Buffalo.
Is it buffalo or bison?
Okay.
Back to the lake though, Stowe Lake. Stowe Lake has this story that's been passed down from generation to generation as early as the turn of the century. Apparently, people have tried to find out whether this story is true or not, but the story predates the earthquake. So a lot of the records have been conveniently destroyed, right? But the urban legend is that this lady took her child in a stroller to the park one day and was having a conversation with somebody, and the stroller, unbeknownst to her, started rolling and it rolled into the lake. And she searched and then finally realized that her child had gone into the lake. She went into the lake and was never to be seen ever again. So that is the story in a nutshell. But then everything else beyond that is a little more scary, where people have reported that if you see this ghostly figure at Stowe Lake, she'll probably come to you and say, "Have you seen my baby?"
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have laughed, Stowe lady, Caucasian lady. I'm sorry you lost your baby. And does she say it like in a Victorian... Have you seen my baby?
Have you seen my baby?
Like who is surviving to tell? Oh,
I don't know.
that's all these stories is like somebody has to know this somehow. How is who is?
Here's the story. Here, I have this. Here's.
It makes no sense on the face of it.
We should try this out. Okay. Of all our field trips that we want to do, we should go to Stowe Lake.
We'll go to Stowe Lake and walk. Like, that makes sense. We'll get a paddle boat and try to find this crazy lady whose baby's drowned.
Yeah. Well,
that's a day well spent. I could be looking for jobs, but instead I'm on Stowe Lake with Wayne looking for ghosts who lost their baby.
So there's a whole like script here. Yeah. If a person goes to Stowe Lake and chants the words, white lady, I have your baby," and they say it 3 times, the lady will appear.
See, and then why is it 3 times? Like she ignores...
Just go with it, okay? The first 2 are just to double check and see if you're serious.
I really hope they don't say that a third time. Because I will have to exit my watery grave to confront them. Oh, thank God they've only said it twice, my baby.
When she appears, she'll ask you, "Have you seen my baby?" And then the whole thing ensues. Like if you answer yes, she'll haunt you. If you answer no, she'll kill you.
Could you imagine if that lady walked up to me when I'm in this kind of mood? And I would just
just continuously dismiss her.
Just
"Hey lady, just leave me alone. I've got my own problems."
What do you mean you lost your baby? How does that?
I'm calling CPS on you.
Yeah, exactly. Why is this my problem?
Oh,
So I have and it's scarier because sounds like it could be true.
okay.
So in Point Reyes, on I guess the southern tip of Point Reyes, there's these 3 lakes, and they're beautiful. And then if you're in that part of the world, definitely worth a day hike to go see these lakes. And the water is very clear and freezing, but you can see down like, I don't know, 50 feet or something. One's called Bass Lake, one's called Pelican Lake, and one I think it's called Crystal Lake.
Okay.
And they're really deep. And when I would go to summer camp, we'd go swimming there. So there was a story that a lady drowned in one lake and showed up in another. Bum, bum, bum.
What? Okay. See,
but
time space distortion.
Yeah, exactly. Where's my baby? In the other lake. But that could be true because they could be connected somehow. I don't know. I don't know. That sounds fishy to me too. I'm too skeptical.
But it's a great story though.
It is. It's an okay story.
Weirdly, there's another Golden Gate Park story or urban legend because of its location is notoriously foggy all the time.
Ooh.
So there's probably some, environmental factors that have caused some of this urban legend, if anything.
Yeah.
So because I had family in both the Sunset and the Richmond, I used to go through Golden Gate Park a lot in weird times of the night.
Were your family ghosts?
They're some of them were. So the story is there's a ghost cop in Golden Gate Park. So I guess the story is that somebody had gotten pulled over by this quote unquote ghost cop or policeman. And after they got their citation, they moved on and they tried to pay for their citation. And the police department said, we have no record of this policeman. The story grew from there and it became like this thing.
Did the guy issue a ticket?
Yes.
And so this person had a piece of paper a ghost gave them.
Yes. The physical piece of paper that was given just because a ghost is, transparent doesn't mean that they can't hold a piece of paper.
Do you think the Stowe Lake white lady asked the cop,
cross-dressed as a cop?
Well, no, that she asked the cop to help her find her baby because he's a cop.
Oh, maybe.
Will you help me find my baby? Can you give me a description? Yes, it is Caucasian like me. I am the white lady of Stowe Lake. That would be a good movie.
Yes. He can go up to her and say, license and registration, please.
And she won't know what he's talking about because she's Victorian.
She's from the 1800s. So I remember driving through Golden Gate Park a lot and late at night.
Yeah.
And just being like, okay, if I do get pulled over or at least somebody flashes lights behind me.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue until I leave the park and pull over outside of Golden Gate Park on Lincoln. And if the cop says, why didn't you pull over? I'll be like, hey, because I thought you were a ghost.
Are you joking?
No, I was 16. I was serious. I didn't get pulled over. I'm just saying I had it all mapped out in my head. If I were to get pulled over in Golden Gate Park, I would not have stopped. I would have continued on, exited it on 25th, turned right.
Because you thought that the cop could be a ghost.
Potentially a ghost.
Okay.
You're asking 50-something-year-old Wayne how he used to act when he was 16.
You were 16, though.
That's what I'm saying. I was 16.
16 seems old.
If somebody pulled me over now, I'd be like, why don't you give me your license and registration?
My God.
All right.
And that's the thing is in the mood I'm in today, I would argue with the cop about constitutional issues
I'm going to call my friend Greg right now, and he's going to
Yeah.
give you a
Yeah, like,
yeah,
you know,
you take this call.
what crime have I committed, officer?
You know, like, I'm not pulling out anything other than my phone, officer. You know, like Greg wants to say a couple words.
Well, that's true. Like then the ghost could only hit you with its ghostly nightclub, and it wouldn't do anything because
It would go right through me,
be
right?
missed.
Yeah.
So, like the one story
Mhm.
that I like of the Bay Area ghost things,
Okay.
is the Winchester Mystery House because it's poetic
Yes.
and it's real. It's not fake ghost nonsense.
All right. No, I'm going to jump on this bandwagon now.
All right.
Go for it. For those who don't know, tell us what the Winchester Mystery House is.
So the Winchester Mystery House is this ridiculous mansion in San Jose that was owned by, I think her name was Sarah Winchester. There was a horrible movie with Helen Mirren a few years ago about it.
Yeah.
So she was the wife of the guy who started the Winchester Rifle Company, or maybe it was some other name, but it was the family name was Winchester, and Winchester rifles famously were used throughout the West during the Western expansion. And it was, you know, so she had, after her husband died, and this was the time of like people being into spiritualism and everything that Wayne believes in. I'm just kidding, Wayne. So the mentalist, or whatever you want to call him, told her, like, well, you're going to be haunted by thousands of these ghosts of Native Americans that have been killed by your husband's weapons. And the only way for you to avoid this fate is to keep building on your house, and it'll confuse them. So as long as you're building on your house, you will not be haunted by these ghosts. And she was scared of the ghosts that were going to come, the Native American ghosts. So she kept building on her house, and the house is bananas because there's stairs that go nowhere. There's doors that don't open because there's nothing on the other side. And so you can go take a tour, of course, in San Jose. I've never been. Have you been?
I've driven by it a gazillion times.
Yeah, and you see signs from the freeway.
It's like right off the freeway.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we should go there. That's another like field trip I think we should try to do.
Okay.
Our field trip list is getting really long, by the way.
Yeah.
But it's funny. I'm looking at Sarah Winchester's bio now. I mean, she died a long time ago. She died in like 1922.
Yeah.
Right. But weirdly enough, she's not buried here. She's buried in Connecticut.
What?
Yeah. Apparently she sort of up and left, decided, I'm done with this house. I'm going to pass it on to whoever.
Yeah. And I think as a kid, I knew the story and I just wanted her house to live in. I just wanted a big house to live in, and it sounded like her house was really big.
It is huge. Yeah. You can go on the internet and find tons of stories about the Winchester Mystery House and how it's either haunted or cursed or whatever. And, like there's staircases, that go into nothing. The whole thing was supposed to be built like a labyrinth also, so that it would confuse the ghosts that would try to haunt her, I guess.
Are ghosts dumb?
I thought they can walk through walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, her story's falling. Sarah Winchester.
Guests have reported cold spots and doors closing on their own.
Ooh, drafty rooms. Ooh.
And the feeling like they're being watched. It's called Nest Cams now.
No, that's funny because it is like technology just allows us to live like ghosts.
Right. How'd you know I was walking to your door? I just knew.
I've added stairs in my house so you can't find me. Woo. So here, this makes me laugh, and I know nothing about this, but on our list, it says the Toys R Us ghost in Sunnyvale. And I think it's just the phrase itself. Toys R Us ghost in Sunnyvale.
All right. Well, since we're in the South Bay, I guess we can talk about that topic now. So I was surprised that you don't remember this. Okay. Do you remember the show That's Incredible at all?
Yeah, with John Davidson.
Yeah, John Davidson. What's her name? Kathy Lee Crosby.
Yeah. Fran Tarkenton.
And Fran Tarkenton, the former Minnesota Vikings football player. But yeah, they used to have like this weekly variety show in the...
It wasn't a variety show.
Oh, it's not?
No.
What do you call them?
It would just be like an omnibus, I guess. It's not a variety show's singing and dancing and stuff.
Singing and dancing? Okay.
Carol Burnett was a variety show, Wayne.
So not a variety show.
No. I preferred Real People, but on
Real People was, similar to Real People.
The funnier one.
Yeah. And Real People had the bigger reporter cast, right?
Yeah.
And then they would all walk down the big aisle through the audience. But for That's Incredible, they would have these like...
but like unusual, like they'd have yogis on and they'd have... They'd tell supernatural stories and show two-headed snakes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I think the name That's Incredible was like, okay, what's something out of the ordinary, right? I remember seeing somebody doing the Rubik's Cube. Like that was a big, like, wow, you can do that. And it was like a 10-year-old kid, right?
It was like the cheapest show in the world to do.
But it was interesting for me as a child. I would watch it every week.
Oh, yeah.
But at this time, this story of Toys R Us came out in like 1981. So it's probably like 7 or 8 years old. And when you say there's a haunted Toys R Us, you're going to listen, right? You're going to be like, what? What do you mean there's a haunted Toys R Us?
Right.
Tell me more, right? And the story was actually like, there's a haunted Toys R Us in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Ooh.
And so it even hit closer to home because it was home.
Right.
So for me, I didn't know where it was. There was no internet to find out exactly which location it was. I thought it was any of the Toys R Us's that I was familiar with, mainly the one in Coma, because they all look the same, right? They had the same sort of facade. And the one in Coma was the closest one that I had gone to.
Yeah.
And, since it was in Coma, it made sense that it was haunted. It was 3 blocks from a cemetery. So every single time I would go, right, I would be all freaked out. I'd be like, is this the one? Is this the one? But the story is, in which, later years I found out where it was. It was in Sunnyvale.
Okay.
Apparently the one in Sunnyvale was built over...
an Indian graveyard.
A farm that used to be in the South Bay.
Yeah.
And the story is that there were instances at the Toys R Us store that...
It was a farm where they grew dead people.
Stop it.
All right.
So the employees would like notice certain things happening, weird things like doors were locked all the time.
Again with the door.
But people would return toys and they were malfunctioning in weird ways. So they called, like there's
broken toys.
Why is Teddy Ruxpins saying these things to me? So why is he calling me a friend? I don't know him.
He's presumptuous.
So there were a lot of things that were a little odd. Okay. And so That's Incredible got involved. They did a whole story where they brought in somebody that would be able to do a seance. Okay.
Yeah.
A spiritual expert, if anything. So the whole story was there was a farmhand on that farm in the 1800s that was, again, smitten by, I think, the daughter of the owner of the farm or something. Also, I don't know if that really makes any difference, but that was part of the story. He was chopping some wood or chopping something and he had like gashed his leg and then slowly bled to death.
Yeah.
The ghost might have had a hobble. Okay. Makes it even worse, right? So they did an episode of That's Incredible there where they basically filmed at night and set up a camera and some thermal
thermal underwear.
Like a ultraviolet or X-ray or whatever, right? They had different cameras. They had the regular high-speed film camera, and then they had this like, heat.
And this is like in 1980. So
this is 1981. So the technology was at its peak. Okay.
Yeah.
So they set up the camera and you can see the woman talking to the ghost, right? And saying like, and the name of the ghost was Johnny Johnson.
Of course.
Or she said it was Yanni. It could have been Yanni. Was speaking to him on the show, right?
Yeah.
And when they got the footage back. The high-speed film showed nothing. There was like, it just looked like the crew sitting around. I think there were some people that they had sitting in the aisle of the toy store.
Yeah.
But the imaging had the shape or the silhouette of a tall, slender man in the separate video. And in that other one, there was clearly a person standing there.
Clearly.
Everybody on the crew did not see anybody. There was nobody standing there.
Mm.
So who knows if it was faked, whatever. But the woman, the psychic, was like convinced that there was a person there.
You don't say who knows. It's not a thing. It was on. That's incredible. It's not.
It was.
Who knows? It could be true.
The infrared photograph showed a shadowy figure.
But that's the thing. A shadowy figure would not register on infrared. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, I wasn't there. The reporting from That's Incredible.
The notable reporting of John Davidson.
So that was the big story from Toys R Us, and it's no longer there. That Toys R Us closed in 2018, I think it said.
But on a night of a full moon, there's a ghostly sale of toys. 40% off.
Well,
but it's all toys from the 80s.
The location actually turned into a Spirit Halloween afterwards. Which is great.
That's funny. I like that.
That is great. But currently it is now REI. For those who go to the REI in Sunnyvale,
look for the Yan.
Check out the aisle with Teddy Ruxpin.
So I just quickly,
yeah.
So I don't have like urban. I guess one is an urban legend, but it's the kind of urban legend where it's like just kids,
Yeah.
So where I grew up, I was split between two towns, but one of them was Lafayette. There was a pizza place, and the second floor was supposed to be a whorehouse.
Oh,
so that was. It had nothing to do with ghosts, but it was like, and it was a tiny pizza place. It was like a storefront pizza place. So upstairs was probably just the office, and they probably had like tomato sauce stored up there, but we thought it was a house of prostitution. And then this is a real thing, but it inspired a lot of.
Do we know that?
Yeah, you can look it up. And it's not a ghost thing, it's a cult thing.
Oh boy.
That it's probably not really a cult. But so up in the hills above Lafayette, Orinda, that area, there's an institution called Moore University. And it is a non-accredited university that specializes in sexuality.
Oh.
So and the people that went there tended to wear purple. And so you would see occasionally like people in purple walking around Lafayette. And this is in the 80s. I don't know if Moore University even exists anymore. And then they drove a purple Cadillac. And then and apparently it was a place like you could get a bachelor's degree in oral sex and stuff. It was like and you could learn about like achieving the female orgasm, all wonderful things. I just don't know if you could really fill out a 4-year program studying them. And then so there was a guy I went to high school with who like, I'm going to find out what's going on up there. And so he put on camo and then like crawled through the grass to get to Moore University. And then he got there and it's just a building. And there were like people outside talking in purple clothes. And he thought there would just be people having sex everywhere, but
to his disappointment,
he
thought he was starring in some 80s porn.
Yes. Oh, and then also there was that part of the world is like there's these really steep hills that split like Berkeley, Oakland, Hayward from sort of Contra Costa, so like Lafayette and Orinda and Moraga. And the thing was, is I think there was a lot of growers up there too, like before pot was legal. And so on the Berkeley owned land, they had these fences. And then apparently there were deer with no ears. And this is what was told to me by other children, is that there were deers with no ears on the UC Berkeley land. And they were like mutants.
Oh.
So it's like a video game. And I don't know if that's true.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe they were Victorian deer that
And they lost their baby.
and they lost their baby.
So see,
All right. So urban legends.
it doesn't have to be ghosts all the time. It can be deers with no ears.
Mutilated deer high on cannabis growing up in the Oakland Hills.
Do you want to touch on serial killers?
I don't know. I think we've got a lot already.
I don't know if this is even going to be in the episode, but there had been an ask for a serial killer episode by someone who lives out of state, which bothers me because it means that people just want to hear about Bay Area serial killers.
It's not our brightest moment.
No.
But it's an interesting narrative that obviously it's known outside of San Francisco.
Yeah, and I suspect that the LA basin has more incidents of serial killers than the Bay Area.
Yeah.
And I was reading, so California, New York State, and Texas are all kind of the big three when it comes to serial killers. But there's smaller states that per capita have more serial killers. I can't remember which ones.
No.
So other places have serial killers too.
We can definitely table this one. I mean, I think it's a bigger topic that could use some expanding for sure.
Yeah, and you have to do it in a graceful way because some of the stuff's pretty gross.
Yeah, no, people died. It's heavy stuff.
Yeah.
I did some just quick, research about it, and there's some gruesome stuff that happened. So we'll find a way to weave it in. This one was a little more lighthearted in terms of
besides the dead baby,
what some people believe and what some people don't.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we could do cults too.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff that happened here. I mean, especially with cults, right?
Yeah.
All right, I guess we should wrap it up.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining us in this episode. If you guys want to help us get to actual Halloween, where we actually do a Halloween episode,
man,
please subscribe, follow us anywhere you get your podcasts. Right. And if you have any comments, if you remember the Toys R Us story, if you have an experience with Stowe Lake, let us know. Send us an email at hellafoggypodcast@gmail.com or go to Instagram and go to our channel at hellafoggypodcast and send us a message there.
And we love hearing from people. So just reach out and tell us what's going on. It doesn't help us. It doesn't not help us, but we just like hearing from people.
Yeah, it's fun. And it gives Greg and I something to text each other about during the week.
Exactly, Wayne.
Yeah. All right, buddy.
All right, bub.
Yep. We'll talk to you in a couple weeks. Enjoy the rest of your day. And we'll chat soon. Yeah.
All right.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye. So there was an alert that said your audio was not recording, Greg.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe there was a ghost. Maybe the ghost was saying like, Greg's a non-believer.
There was no ghost.
I'm gonna F with his audio. I'm gonna F with his AV.
No, there's no ghosts. There's no ghosts. It defies. it defies information theory. I mean, really, if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it.